Well, the Ware Police Department is now looking to identify these two suspects who used thousands of dollars in counterfeit bills to buy electronics at several Walmarts in our area yesterday. Now, the two were seen leaving each Walmart in a white SUV. If you have any information on who they are, they're asking that you call the Ware Police Department.